This question gives us this function right here and asks us to take the derivative, use the question rule to find the derivative of it. So here, I'll just bring it down here and get minus 5 sine x. You don't need those parentheses. Plus 10 over 3x squared minus 8. Okay, so now what's the derivative? Well, we're going to do the quotient rule. Why? Because it's a quotient, meaning it's a division of two functions of x. So how do you do the quotient rule? Well, they take turns, just like the product rule. You start with the top, so the derivative of the top, he comes first. So I take the root of that top. The minus 5 just sits in front, right? When we have constant numbers multiplying a function of x, it just sits there as a spectator. Derivative sine is cosine. And then what about the plus 10? That just goes to 0 because the derivative of a constant number added or subtracted is just 0. That's different than the minus 5, which is a number multiplied, right? Numbers multiplied just sit there. They don't go to 0. But numbers added, subtracted go to 0, like that. All right, that good. That's the derivative of the top times the bottom unchanged. Minus, that's the difference. It's a minus, it's a product rule with a minus, basically. Minus. And now the top one will sit there unchanged. So that'll be minus 5 sine x plus 10. And then it's the derivative of the bottom term. Bottom term, it's his turn. Okay. So what do we get this? I'm doing the derivative here, and I did the derivative there. So they're taking turns. So now it's the bottom guy's turn. So what is derivative of this? Well, the 6 comes on down, hits the 3. It'd be 18. Subtract 1 from the power, x to the 5th. And the derivative of the 8 is 0. All over the bottom squared. That makes sense. So the quotient rule is just like the product rule. They take turns. The top one goes first, bottom one unchanged, minus instead of plus. Product rule is plus, quotient rule is minus. The top one stays unchanged, derivative of the bottom over the bottom squared. Okay, now can we clean that up? Well, you don't need to. Not much. I mean, if it bugs you, go ahead. You don't have to. It's not required. You could just type in that answer and it'll be good. But I'll do one step of cleanup if you'd like. I'll do that. So this is going to become what? I'll just get rid of the 0 stuff. So minus 5 cosine x times, so I don't need the 0, right? Who cares? 3x to the 6 minus 8 minus, and then minus 5 sine x plus 10 times 18x to the 5th, right? We don't need the 0, over the bottom squared. Hey, can we cancel these? No, because of that minus right there, right? Remember, we have terms that are added and subtracted cannot be canceled. This term is being subtracted, so this cannot cancel that. All right, anyway, there's our derivative. And oh yeah, that's all they want. I thought they were going to have us plug in, but that's it. That's how you do that derivative quotient rule.